streak of the year on the road, quote unquote dog days. Just what's this been like for you and seeing this sort of situation for the first time?
It's definitely new for me. I'm not used to losing like this, so it's been an adjustment in that sense, and being able to mentally get over these, move on, because we got so many games that you just got to stay mentally focused on the next game. So that's challenged me. It's some adversity that we've gone through as a team, and I think it helps. I think it helps you grow as a person. Especially for myself, the first thing I'm going through as a rookie. It's helping me mature more quickly and be able to be resilient through some of the adversity. So I think it's going to be beneficial over the course of my career, but, it sucks to go through right now, and definitely want to get it changed.
And how much can you learn from or grow from the opportunity to play with Max and Dylan and some of the other younger guys in situations like that?
No, I mean, that's, you got to see the positives, and some of it is getting out there with some of those younger guys and getting opportunities to grow, play through some mistakes, and just learn how to play together. I think, building that chemistry is going to be huge for us going forward, and, we can't take those opportunities for granted.
What's Doug's messaging been to you in particular the last few weeks?
Yeah, just to stay with it, stay hungry, stay aggressive, and continue to, learn. Continue to learn through everything, even when it's frustrating, even when it's tough. Just learn from my mistakes, and he's going to ride with me through all of those. So it's been great learning opportunities.
Early December, I'm just curious if there's anything to that, anything that this group isn't doing on the road, maybe that you can point to.
We've been in some ball games on the road. I would say more than anything, one of the things that you have to do on the road is you have to take care of the basketball. Ball security is huge. Would have to go back and look at that to see the correlation of what your question is. For us, it doesn't matter where we're at. We have to play to our standard and figure out a way to win. Road, whatever. That goes without saying. Anytime that we lace them up, we want to win. Being in ball games and figuring out how to finish them, especially the last two, come to mind.
I know the circumstances are tough, long road trip back to back, but I'd imagine you wanted to get off to a better start than that, particularly on the defensive end. Just what did you see from your guys early in the game that allowed the Celtics to get going early?
Just a bit of, lethargic energy, not the pop that we wanted. The big rotation. We're playing too big. They need to be able to make sure that, once one is, rolling, doesn't matter where that other one is, unless he's on a single side. If he's on a single side, then we have to live with that. But if he's on a double side, if he's high, he's taking a roller. If he's low, he's taking a roller. And they just have to communicate at a higher level. When you're playing against a team like this, because of their actions, which is guard to guard, it's slipping out, it's drive, kick, swing. Previously, before the game started, we talked about multiple efforts, and that second effort is huge. And early on, it wasn't there. In the second half, I thought we did a decent job. They were still playing, and they only scored 40 points in the second half total. They scored 40 points in the first quarter. So they scored 30 points in the paint in the first half, and they scored 8 points in the paint in the second half. Maybe because those two young bigs were flying around and swinging at everything that was moving. But we'll figure it out.
Was there anything in your mind offensively tonight that led to some of the inefficiency?
No, like when you ask a question like that, I have to go back and look at it, because, like I always tell you, I'm a poor sport, so it's easy for me to say something. But I'd have to go back and look at it. You got to move the ball and you got to move bodies. And doesn't matter if it's a back-to-back. Those guys play back-to-backs. Washington, who we're going to see, they play back-to-backs. Everyone does. And we haven't been good on back-to-backs. We have to find a way to remedy that.
playing against a familiar face in Nique tonight. What do you remember about working with him, and what stands out to you about his growth to become the player he is now?
One of my favorites, to be honest with you. Work with him a little bit and talk with him more than anything, more of a mentorship. And, we would be sitting in an area where there's a hot tub, cold tub, and just talking about life, about basketball, about how he can improve, the things that he can do to impact basketball. And to watch him have the success that he's had has been really exciting to watch it. Super proud of him. I know that he wants to be really good, and his approach to the game has always been great when he was around me. I can't speak for when he's been here, but a great young man, and super excited for him.
With Nique again, does any of this success that he's having come as a surprise to you?
Not at all. No, it doesn't. He's got the work ethic. Unfortunately, obviously, we didn't keep him, but knowing that the length, the rim protection, the athleticism, the effort, the teamwork, he's a good young player and a good kid.
How tough was that decision when you guys did decide to let him go? And
That's above my pay grade. I didn't make that decision.
Did you have like a final conversation with him before he went, or just like anything you kind of sent him off with?
No, I was assistant coach, so I was not in my present seat. But the decision. This is a tough business, man. But he personally, for me, I'm just talking about for myself, he was one of my favorites, and I saw a lot of talent in Nique.
Yeah, Chris? Did you have a problem with Boucher's shot at the end?
Yeah, I always, there's rules to our game, but, it is what it is.
Did Joe talk to you about it, or you hearing from anybody?
No, I have no problem with Joe. I mean, sometimes we don't have, our players do things like, Joe's a sportsman, and not that the kid isn't. Sometimes we do things. It just, it's not what we do, but it's a part of what we experience when we do what we do. So you deal with it and you move on.